These days, people think TV news is about as unbiased as the commercials. So if this commercial for a news channel makes you skeptical, good. Hang on to that feeling and use it when you watch the news.
If you flip through the cable news channels any weeknight, you're bound to see a collection of talking heads, or rather shouting heads, who draw large audiences with a diet of often wildly inaccurate but patriotic and combative noise. Bill O'Reilly perfected the formula on Fox, and others have successfully followed his recipe.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mr. Williams.
America.
One more time.
Pathetic federal government.
Cut his mic. Shut up. Plantations are very efficient. Far-left Nazis. Let me ask a series of very dumb questions. Blah, 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 blah.
The shows are not exactly news or entertainment, but are exactly outrageous.
There's money to be found there. So who is going to now suddenly want to take over Afghanistan? What about China?
Sure, because China is not too far away, and it's a great big country that it needs a whole bunch of stuff.
With all of their excesses, it was only a matter of time before someone came along to skewer them.
Thank you for the inspiration.
I would just want to see how much of an insult it was to be called an ignoramus. Since I didn't know what it meant, I just Googled it. It's an ignorant lawyer.
There's such a lack of truth on the airwaves.
He's just a handsome man. He's just a handsome, trustworthy fellow.
Who are Americans left to trust?
Move over, Oprah. Tonight, every member of my audience receives a priceless gift. The truth. This is the Colbert Report.
Kneel before your God, Babylon!
Bunch of stuff.
You know.
Well, the eagle has landed.
Good evening, and welcome to The Daily Show. We are back. This is our first show since the tragedy in New York City.
It has been said, I don't know if there's any truth to it, that all good comedians have some painful experience in their lives. Any truth to that thesis, do you think?
Sure. My father and two of my brothers died when I was 10, and I think I did my best to cheer my mom up.
They were killed in 1974 in an Eastern Airlines crash.
Luckily, we can edit this. We're going to get back to this. And it's going to be fun and funny, and it's going to be the same as it was, and I thank you.
He's either the funniest smart guy on TV or the smartest funny man. We'll find out which in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Crossfire, John Stewart.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say. Now what? Can I say something very quickly? I made a special effort to come on the show today because I have privately, amongst my friends, and also in occasional newspapers and television shows, mentioned this show as being bad. And it's not so much that it's bad as it's hurting America. Yeah. Stop. Stop hurting America.
Something's got to be done.
Mr. Colbert, you could work on so many issues. Why are you interested in this issue?
Migrant workers suffer and have no rights. I like talking about people who don't have any power. And this seems like one of the least powerful people in the United States are migrant workers who come and do our work, but don't have any rights as themselves. and yet we still invite them to come here and at the same time ask them to leave.
According to a poll conducted by an online men's magazine, comedian Jon Stewart is the most influential man in America. After 11 years on The Daily Show, 500,000 voters bumped him up to the #1 spot.
All right, so this is Jim Cramer's promo.
An economy in free fall. Investments on the brink. When you don't know what to do, don't panic. Cramer's got your back. Mad Money with Jim Cramer.
Isn't that, you know, look, we're both snake oil salesmen to a certain extent, but we do label the show as snake oil here.
One way of earning the trust has been confronting the mainstream media.
Part of their strategies. Your partisan, what do you call it, hacks.
I think you're a good comedian. I think your lectures are boring. Let me ask you a question on the news.
I don't, but my role isn't, I don't think.
You've got to be kidding, man.
You're on CNN.
Say?
The show that leads into me is puppets making crank phone calls. What is wrong with you?
And so comedian Jon Stewart became the most trusted man in America.
The country's 24-hour politico pundit perpetual panic conflictinator did not cause our problems, but its existence makes solving them that much harder. If we amplify everything, we hear nothing.
You have a responsibility to the public discourse.
You know...
I mean, I got to tell you, you know, I understand you want to make finance entertaining, but it's not a game.
Well, I thought you were going to be funny. Come on, be funny.
No, I'm not going to be your monkey.
With tens of thousands of Americans, if not more, headed to Jon Stewart's rally to restore sanity this weekend, the fight for truth in media and in politicians is moving almost right into the homes of the political elite. And even though Stewart denies being a man of politics, if the comedian were to push his agenda forward, the most trusted man in America would have his followers join him, which should be a scary thought for all those politicians, media pundits, and the rest of the establishment, so far failing to earn trust with their own people.
And now I thought we might have a moment, however brief, for some sincerity. If that's okay, I know there are boundaries for a comedian, pundit, talker guy, and I'm sure I'll find out tomorrow how I have violated them. What exactly was this? I can't control what people think this was. I can only tell you my intentions.